Australians have been watching the final episode of Neighbours, the country's longest-running soap opera.
Neighbours, everybody needs good neighbours.
Oh, you're going to have that song in your ear the rest of the day. Set in the fictional suburb of Erinsborough, some of the stars who made their names on the show have returned for the finale, including Margot Robbie, Kylie Minogue, Jason Donovan and Guy Pearce. The last episode will be shown in the UK on Friday night. Let's speak to our correspondent Shaima Khalil, who's in Melbourne, where the show is filmed. Shaima, they look like some very enthusiastic fans wrapped up watching it behind you.
Absolutely, it is happening now. It is being shown on the big screen. Let me just move out of the frame for a bit to show you the fans who have gathered on a very cold Melbourne night, I have to tell you, and they're huddled up in their blankets. They wanted to come here and mark that night and watch the last episode of Neighbours on the big screen. I was just chatting to some of them, Izzy and Michelle, their mother and daughter, and they came here to watch it together, and it was just in their family for generations. Michelle watched it from the beginning, and I asked her, you know, what it felt like, and she said, look, I'm excited to see what's going to happen, and I'm excited to see how it's all going to end, but really I don't want it to end. It is an emotional night for the fans, but also of course for the stars as well. I caught up with a couple of the show stars, Ian Smith, who plays the lovely Harold, and Stephen Dennis, who plays Paul Robinson, and I asked Stephen what he thought the magic of the show was, why it has endured for as long as it has.
I think it's all summed up in one word, and that's entertainment, because it is. It's a show that takes the audience on a really good journey every single episode. And the reason I say journey is because it's not just a flat monotonal journey. It's a roller coaster ride. You know, you'll get a tragic scene with a light-hearted entertainment, or even a comedy scene. You know, and I think that's the success of this show. It's all the trimmings that go around it, all the good-looking actors and actresses, all the wonderful sets, all the beautiful locations, all the fantastic film work, and all of that. But all of that culminates into what the audience sees, and that is half an hour of pure entertainment.
We always tried to show that we were in the sun, wallowing in sun, getting suntan. In truth, half the time we've been put in very light cotton shirts and we were freezing to death. And you could say hello to your doctor who lived next door. You could call him by his first name. And he would sometimes come in your swimming pool, you would sometimes go into his swimming pool. All these things that didn't seem to happen in the UK.
I must say, I agree with Ian Smith there. It is freezing tonight in Melbourne, and already we've seen lots of smiles, lots of laughs, some cheers as the final episode of the show is now underway. Some of the cast members were asked to describe that finale in one word, and you got things like heartwarming, heartbreaking, surprising, remarkable, memorable, epic. But I think everyone can agree is that this finale is going to be emotional for the fans and for the stars of the show, including the ones, of course, the big names that have made a comeback.
Shaima, enjoy the rest of the night there. Stay warm. Good to talk to you. Clearly cold in Melbourne. What's the picture a bit closer to home? Here's Carol.
Hello again. For many of us today, it is going to be a fairly cloudy day. We've also got some showers and some showery outbreaks of rain moving from northern England into southern and central Scotland. Other showers developing across Wales, a few into the southwest, a few in Northern Ireland and a few across the far north of Scotland. But we'll also see some breaks in the cloud with some sunshine in parts of the west, East Anglia and parts of the southeast, with top temperatures up to 23 degrees. Tonight, many of the showers will fade, but they'll pep up across North Wales and also northern England and southern Scotland. And under clear skies, we could well see a touch of